Hallelujah. Thank you, God.
As I was pondering this message, and I pondered it, and I stewed and I got excited, and I sat on some things, and some things kept being revealed, and I've gotten to the place where I don't want to just preach the common message. I don't want to just deal with things in the common forces, because it's time out for things being like they were. Amen. Amen. It's past time with the traditional setting. It's past time for things being just like they used to be, and we being okay with it. Now, I've always been wise in when I pick my fights and how I pick my fights, and I've always been real good at knowing that when I'm going to beat the devil's behind, that I'm going to beat it, and I'm going to beat it, and he going to know that I was his opponent. Amen? Amen. Because sometimes we go up against people who don't know who we are. Right. They want to pick a fight, and they really don't know that they in a bad situation. You ever been in a corner fight with somebody, and you saying, I really wish they had not gone there, so I wouldn't have to beat them like I got to beat them, because they don't know who they messing with. They don't know that I got rage on the inside of me. They don't know that I'm a ticking time bomb. They don't know that I'm ready to snap on the drop of a dime. They don't know that I don't want to fight a woman, but I'll bust a man in his head faster than anything that ever happened. They don't know who they messing with.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's a good premise to set the stage for, right? That's a good setting of the stage, right? I say I'd rather fight somebody who knows who they fighting than fight somebody who coming in the ring to a disadvantage. Because I'm up on my game. You up on your game?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Have you studied your opponent?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Have you studied your opponent? Be sober. Be vigilant. For your adversary, the devil, is as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. Be sober. Be vigilant. For your adversary, the devil, is as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. He know you. The devil know you because you served him first. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
But do you know the one that you serve first? Do you know him? Because he know you. He know what it's going to take to tick you off. He know what it's going to take to have you have an emotional meltdown. He knows what it's going to take to make you want to fight, to make you want to cuss, to make you want to go back out and get drunk, to make you want to go out and lay up with the next woman's husband or the next man's wife. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He know. He know me. He know what button to push to get me to go off. But in the skit today, Brother Max said, my righteousness, my wrath doesn't work the righteousness of God. The enemy knows how to get you off keel. Amen. He knows what it's going to take to throw a monkey wrench in your day and not just your second. Uh-oh. But in your whole day. And most of the time, he gets you before your feet hit the floor. And you with your not thinking self don't even know you gave the enemy the key to getting your day off to an ugly start. Because you ain't thinking. You just woke up. You didn't go to sleep right. And if you don't go to bed right, you ain't gonna wake up right.
Amen. Amen.
And I tell my children, how you start your day is how your day gonna end. If I start my day with praise and victory and joy in my heart, then my day ends with praise and victory and joy in my heart. The enemy can come and he can try to ruffle my feathers. But because I am working on the righteousness of God, I'm working on staying on the right side of God, I'm working on letting my fruit remain. I've been in a battle with my fruit remaining. I said, God, I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble with something that I know you told me you made me free from. But I'm having trouble. And the problem with a lot of people is they don't recognize when they're fighting themselves or when they're fighting the enemy.
Amen.
And I've taught you guys that's been with me for a while to say the word enemy slow. Say it slow so you can understand what the enemy is. So say it out loud and say it slow. Me. It's what's in me. That's my problem. My problem ain't what's outside of me. The problem is what's on the inside of me. And see, we get twisted.
Amen.
And we're looking for the physical side of the enemy. But what have I taken inside myself? What I got going on inside of me that's fighting against the will of God? Me. I got me on the inside of me. And me is giving the will of God a fit.
Amen.
The me on the inside of me is fighting the will of God in me. And therefore it becomes my enemy. And it's causing me to miss what God is trying to do